All right, y'all. So let's get into episode 4 of Kendra G's dating download. So let's see what lovely lady that she gets to sit down with, and let's see how this date goes. If y'all been enjoying these episodes and my reviews so far, please hype this video, like this video, share the video, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get into it.
I'm Kendra G, and this is Dating Download, where singles from different generations get real about modern dating.
You might say you want a relationship, but everything about how you handle yourself says the opposite.
Right, yeah.
At the end, will they download or delete? Let's find out. What's up, everybody? On this episode of Dating Download, we got a young woman named Brianna who is simply tired of doing everything on her own and wants a father figure for her son. Now, I set her up with a pretty cool guy named Charles, and trust me, I have thoughts. A lot of them, okay? Let's bring Brianna out. Welcome her, everybody.
Welcome, Brianna.
Look at you. Hey, Brianna. Oh, you look so cute. No ways. No ways. Now, we set you up on a blind date. Before we get into the blind date, let me get into Brianna. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from the IE, so about an hour away from LA.
Okay. Now, you are a mom.
Yes.
How old is your child?
He's 9. He'll be 10 in July.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Big boy.
2 more years for a teenager.
Yes.
Yes. Now, have you ever been married?
No.
Okay,
Never
so
been married.
never been married. So now, how does co-parenting work with you and your child's father?
It's just me.
It's just you?
Yeah. He decided to opt out early on.
So there's no relationship?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are looking for a father figure for your son.
I don't need one, but I mean, it would be nice, but I feel like he's already kind of older.
Okay.
But it would be nice just to have at least like a mentor.
Okay. Well, do you want to get married? Is that a goal?
Yes, definitely.
Well, then I would think you would want to marry a man that your son could look up to.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't want to fall into that category of looking for somebody to raise her child.
Yeah, because he's
well, no,
great,
girl, he's
right?
not 10 yet. You got at
Right.
least 8 more years in the house, and then college coming, so
Right.
he's gonna be around.
No, for sure.
Yes.
And thank you, Kendra. That is such a good point, because too often do women not think long term. When you have a child, you don't have the luxury to not consider how this man could potentially intertwine with your existing family. The man has to consider how your pre-existing family will mesh with his current lifestyle and his goals and things like that. So you need to be honest and say, if this was to go beyond today, if we were to continue to see each other, how would this play out? To say that I don't want a father figure, but you want to date and be serious, I don't think that you can get around that. I know she says she wants a mentor, and I actually do respect her perspective about saying, look, I'm not looking for a man to replace the father. This man would be around your son potentially for the next 8 years. If this were to go long term, does this man possess some positive qualities that I would want for my son to be around? Let's continue.
Now, do you feel like being a mom, are there any challenges in dating?
When I date guys that don't have kids, I
Okay.
feel like they don't understand
Yeah.
the day-to-day.
Fine, girl, I don't care. Now, do you want more children?
You know what? I don't desire more children.
Wow.
But if I always say if I had to, just because like if the guy doesn't have kids,
Okay.
I would do that for,
Okay.
to have.
Okay, so that's another thing. If you already have a child and you already are kind of on the fence, it has to be not just because the guy wants it. It also should be, do I want this? Hopefully it is marriage and it's not another baby daddy, baby mama situation. I can appreciate the fact that she is saying, I would prefer a man that has a child, because we already have an understanding regarding responsibilities and how much time it takes and attention that it takes. When you're dating someone that has a similar setup, you tend to have that understanding, and there's not a lot of issues and frustration when it comes down to dating and making plans and arrangements, because you both already have an existing family, so you have that understanding. And that's also why I am an advocate for single and childless men and women dating each other. I don't think that most people who are single and childless would prefer to date someone who has a child. That doesn't mean they don't make exceptions, but I think that you start on an even playing field in terms of lifestyle, flexibility.
I want to know, what are you looking for, Brianna?
I'm just looking for a man, like in every sense of the word.
Okay.
I'm just looking for just a man that can lead, a provider, just a man. Like
provider.
I've never had that.
On a hunt.
What?
I need that.
Whoa.
I want that.
Yeah.
I have that. I gotta have that.
You never had that. Okay, we're gonna break that down a little bit, but let's take.
So before we go further, I want to acknowledge a couple things. One, out of all the women that have been on this series so far, I like her attitude the best. I think that she has a very pleasant attitude. I think she has a very laid back demeanor about her. I think that she actually knows what she wants. I like the energy that she's giving back and forth with Kendra. I don't feel like she's holding back too much of anything. I just like the engagement and her overall personality.
Take a look at the date we set you up with.
Okay.
You and Charles. Now, he's a 31-year-old creative type. He's fun, playful, and says you're not gonna have a dull moment with him. Now, let's take a look at the date between you and Charles.
Hello, hello.
Hi. I'm Bree.
Charles.
Charles. Okay.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I like the all black.
Thank you. I like your outfit too.
Thank you, thank you.
He was very handsome. I think my first impression was good. He was handsome, he was nice, he was inviting. What are we choosing to?
New experiences.
Okay.
Pretty smiles.
The biggest turn on to me was his communication. He spoke very well and he asked good questions.
What's your dating life been like in the last year or so?
I feel like a lot of people want a lot of people. Nobody wants to just be like, you know, monogamous. How do you feel about that? Do you?
Monogamy?
Yeah.
I believe in monogamy.
Okay.
No. I understand dating and
Correct her. She said and used the word correctly. What was the problem, Charles?
finding your person,
Yeah.
but the point of it is supposed to be to find your person.
Right.
You might say you want a relationship, but everything about how you handle yourself says the opposite.
Right, yeah.
And I feel like that's the part a lot of people miss. Everyone's attention is everywhere,
Yeah.
and they're not even focusing on how to build that connection.
Do you have kids?
No kids.
Okay.
What about you?
I do. I have one. He's 9.
How has having a son affected how you date?
I don't think it's affected it like that much.
You don't think it's changed the way you date or view dating or
Well, you know what?
relationships?
I had my son young, so I feel like any dynamic has been with him.
I
So
got
I
you.
don't even think it's really like changed. I just adapted pretty young. I had him at 2021. So it's like we've been together since then. Have you ever dated women with children?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
my last girlfriend had a daughter. She was, 3 when we started
okay.
dating? Yeah, and then I also saw a woman who had 2 daughters.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
great with kids. I don't have any quorum with that. How are you when it comes to like taking care of the household and handling finances?
I've always been, because like I said, I had my son young and it's always been us. So I've always had to have that role, but I definitely would love somebody coming in there and being the provider, somebody like taking the load off.
It's a partnership,
Yeah.
right? And it's supposed to be a continual conversation and ebb and flow, right? And a balanced dynamic that makes sure both people feel comfortable and are taken care of. So.
Yeah, I think we definitely had good chemistry, and I think we can connect well. I love to laugh, and I love to have like that banter back and forth. So I think we'll definitely like mesh well. I think this was a good setup.
So it looks like Charles has some experience dating single mothers, and it looks like that's not an issue with him. It looks like he's open to that, and it looks like she's open to the fact that he doesn't have any children. Now, again, what I found to be funny is how in the beginning she says, "Oh, I'm not looking for a father figure and I'm just looking for someone to be a mentor." And now at this conversation or on a date, she's talking about, "I need someone to come in and relieve me from some of this financial responsibility." And I think that was a good question. He asked her, "Well, how are you with finances?" And I do respect the fact that she didn't seem unreasonable. I think she is aware that because, she is a single mother and she does have her son that she has to take care of. She understands that in relationships, it should be reciprocated. And it seems like he's looking for that as well. And I think out of fairness, I think that as a woman, and I'm not saying this will be true for all women, but if you already have a child, I think you should be prepared to continue to contribute something financially in a relationship. I am not saying that men should not pay for anything. So do not twist my words, okay? Especially ladies. But I do think that, if you already have a child, you need to continue to financially take care of your child. And then whatever that he does, that you guys work out together, that you all set up some type of plan and work together. But I do think that as a woman with a child, especially that a child that age and they have different needs, they're getting older. So far, they have had some great chemistry. She seems very pleasant. She obviously liked what she saw, and it sounds like he liked what he saw as well.
Oh, okay. That was good chemistry. Oh, you loved to watch it back, right? So what was your first impression of Charles?
I thought he was handsome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, he doesn't have any children.
Mm-hmm.
So would you be open? Let's say this goes the distance.
Yes.
Would you be open to becoming a mom again?
I would.
You would?
I would.
Okay. I love that. I love that. Now, one of the things that you said earlier, you said at the top, you want a provider.
Mm-hmm.
So break down what a provider looks like for you.
I think just like leading, leading the household more so. He doesn't have to provide everything like 100%. Like I said, I've done everything on my own. Mm-hmm. So even like 50%, even 20%
I was gonna say, let's get into the finances, child. We talk about providing, we talking about money.
Right.
So is the expectation he comes into your life and he pays all the bills?
No, I don't think all the bills.
Oh, you don't think all the bills?
I don't think
okay, you would be willing to contribute.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow. Definitely. Now you do have a son. Mm-hmm. Have you thought about the discipline part? Because if a man comes into your life, and you told me you want a man,
yes,
he's gonna want structure.
Yes.
And he might want to raise your son in a particular manner. Will that freedom be there?
It would. And my mom have kind of like checked me on that too in the past.
What your mama tell you?
She's just like, you need to release the reins if you want like a good man to come in here. Like he's not gonna allow what.
You know what? But listen, I think it's a gentle walk because I respect the fact that you are a mom and you have to be mama bear.
Yes.
And you have to make sure you protect your child. So I think every mother, it makes so much sense that you are protective of your child, especially with a new person that you don't know, right? But on the flip side, as you're courting and as you're dating, and as you told me, you want a man girl. Man and leaders, they like to lead. So they're going to probably want to put some structure in place. Now, would you continue dating a guy if your son did not like him?
It would have to be like within reason. Like, why doesn't he like him? Is it because of the structure? And it's because of, it's just been us and he doesn't want this new man telling him something. But if it's something like harmful, then yeah, definitely.
Girl, you better watch Baby Boy. She said it. Mama got to have a life too, honey. Until you.
All right, now to Kendra's point, that was a great point that Kendra brought up with Brianna, because that is something that a lot of mothers, I find that is a struggle for them. And one of the things I am not in support of is bringing anybody around your children, man or woman, too soon. You can introduce your child to your significant other as some time has progressed, but there needs to be some boundaries. But to Kendra's point, when you decide that this is a serious relationship, you and this man, definitely the discipline part and the permission, that has to come from you as the parent, as the biological parent. There are some expectations, there are some rules being put in place, and I am to be respected. I am in this home, I'm spending my time, I'm spending my money, I am looking out for the safety and the well-being of everyone. You and your man have to be a united front. And I understand that might be very difficult for a lot of mothers, because if you've been primarily with your child and you care about and you love your child, but there has to be some balance.
You could pay some bills up in here. You know one thing I liked about you, Brianna? You're so like easy. Not easy as in easy, but like refreshing. Like you enjoy the date, you enjoy the moment. I can see men wanting to, you know, sit down and getting to know you better and just having a good time with you. And I think that goes a long way. Just want to be around a person. So now let's get to it. Now you decided to download the Date with Charles.
Yes.
What do you think Charles decided?
I think he decided to download.
Oh, you think he was down? He was like, he saw me in person.
Right, why not?
Okay, well, let's find out together. Did Charles decide to download or delete?
I think my biggest turn on in the date, again, would just be the bouncing energy and the smiles. So if you can laugh and feel natural with someone, it's easier to get to know them. So for me, I would download.
Ooh! You say you better get it right. You better get it right. I think you two should definitely go out on another date. I think this, I wanted to ask you, because I know you said that your son's biological father is not a factor. Do you think as he gets older, he would want to know who his father is?
I definitely think he would.
Okay.
Even now, like, especially like around Father's Day, he always asks, because, you know, in the past, he always do the project. So he always asks, you know, where's my dad? I really want to talk to him. And I've tried reaching out, but, so I think definitely he would.
Okay.
And I would.
So you tried reaching out to his father?
Yes.
And he still doesn't want to participate?
No.
Well, listen, Charles said he's ready for a second date, and you're ready for a second date too, right?
It is sad that the father doesn't want anything to do with his child, but that's not the child's fault. It seems like she's not being a barrier and interfering in that.
Yes.
Ooh, child, we gotta get some more camera time together. Charles mentioned that after the date, he was unsure about dating someone with a child and wants to observe your parenting style and meet your son first. So how do you feel about that? Is that a fair approach?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to introduce this early. I
Okay.
think it would have to be after some time.
Okay, that's a good point. So how long do you think you should date a man before you introduce him to your son?
Since he doesn't have children,
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit longer. Maybe like a good 8 months.
8 months. Have you dated men in the past and introduced them to your son?
Yes.
When was your last serious relationship?
About a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he met your son, obviously.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So you want to get to know him a little bit more first.
Yeah, a little bit more.
That makes sense. Okay.
If he has that level of reluctance and wants to try to rush meeting your child, why he would even be dating someone with kids? I think that you may want to reconsider whether or not this is something that you want, because she's telling you right now, I don't want to introduce nobody too quick to my child, and I don't blame her. I actually support that. And I wonder if Kendra will do like follow-up date with the two of them.
So what's the next step for Brianna and Charles?
I think just hanging out more, getting to know each other, talking, seeing what the day-to-day is.
Now, let me ask you, girl, are we going to test out the intimacy, or is that off? That faucet is closed until something is serious, or is that an important factor?
No, I definitely believe until something is serious.
Okay.
Because once you start doing that early, I feel like the dynamic changes and they try to it's just that. So I want to definitely be serious first and actually be in a relationship before I do that.
I think that is a fair answer. Definitely get to know the person first. But now let me ask you this.
Now, this is always a interesting point when we talk about sex and timing. And when you withhold sex, and it sounds like she had a legitimate reason. I don't want to give up sex too early, and I don't know your intent. I can understand that. And I think it's not even just intent. It's I have to become more comfortable with you, get to know you. We need to see my charts. You know what I'm saying? I have to trust you. I want to make sure that this is something that I'm ready to do. Now, for some women, they may be quicker to do it than others. The part that I tend to side-eye when it comes to sex and how soon you should or shouldn't do it is when it goes from what I'm waiting until I get to know you better, and then that turns into, well, I'm just going to keep, dangling the sex in front of you like a carrot in front of a rabbit, because I think that's going to make you court me longer, spend more money, become more invested, and eventually give me the relationship that I think I deserve and that I want. Also, trying to pretend like men are the only ones who get satisfaction out of sex, we need to cut that out, because women have sexual desires too. If you think that this man's quote unquote good behavior depends on him not getting sex, then what exactly is going to happen once you finally do decide to sleep with him? So I think those are the more important questions to ask about what our intent is. It's not about whether or not you shouldn't have, because the waiting period definitely can help you observe his behavior, but it's not going to guarantee your preferred outcome or desire.
Let's say everything is great and you guys have intimacy and the sex is whack. Do you stay?
I would stay. I think I can teach him.
Oh, you can teach him. Oh, child. She said, I got a rose and I can teach you how to use it, child. I love that. Well, let's just hope you don't have to teach somebody and you don't have whack sex in the future. But at least you were open-minded to it.
Definitely.
You know what matters most, right? If the sex is whack, but the bills is paid, that sounds like great sex to me, child. All right, listen, I think you're amazing. I think you're very opening. You have great energy. I love that when you had this date with Charles, you were very open-minded. You were very polite. Don't change that, right? Don't change that. You're a mom first, and I can see that energy of you. There's a lot of women, they don't even recognize how just being kind goes a long way. And I think you have that in a nutshell. So I love that you're not having intimacy first. And if it's whack, you got a trick or two. So it won't be whack with you. So keep going, girlfriend. I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you.
And definitely go out with Charles again.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, child. We got to see that next date.
All right, y'all. So what did y'all think about this episode? It sounds like she is focused on being a parent. She's open to dating. What do you think about her saying, I want a provider, but I'm not necessarily looking for a father figure? I think that she kind of flip-flopped a little bit on that. Let me know what y'all think down below. If you've enjoyed my commentary, like the video, share the video, hype the video as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.